You walk into the branch. You take a number. 42. There are 6 people ahead of you. The air conditioning is too cold, and the chairs are bolted to the floor like nobody's supposed to get comfortable. A teller calls 38. Not good morning, not your name, just the number. You wait 12 minutes. 15. By the time you reach the counter, you've forgotten why you came in. Now picture a different version of this. Same bank, same logo on the door. But this time, someone's already holding it open for you, and they know your name before you say it. Same building, completely different experience. And the only thing that changed is how much money sits in your account. Here's something most people never think about. The bank you use every week isn't one experience. It's 6 different experiences stacked on top of each other. And you only ever see the one assigned to you. In Australia, the system is run by 4 giants: CommBank, Westpac, NAB, ANZ. Between them, they hold more household savings than every other bank combined. CommBank alone is the biggest home lender in the country. That's not a coincidence. That's design. And the design has a pattern. The less money you have, the more the system charges you just to exist inside it. The more you have, the more it pays you to stay. Stay with me, because once you see this ladder, you'll never walk into a bank the same way again. Let's start at the bottom. Tier 1, $0 to $5,000. This is where the system is at its most honest and its most brutal. You're charged a monthly account fee just for the account to exist. Forget to keep a minimum balance, and there's another fee for that too. Practically a fee for the fee. Need a little extra to cover rent before payday? Good luck! Overdrafts used to exist for exactly this. Not anymore. After the Banking Royal Commission, most of the big banks quietly pulled them. The safety net that used to catch people at the bottom, it's gone. So if your balance dips below 0 now, you don't get a buffer. You get a penalty. But here's the part most people get wrong. They think this is personal, like the bank is punishing them specifically. It's not personal. It's risk. To the bank, you're not a person yet. You're a probability of default. Tier 2, $50,000. Something shifts here, just slightly. You're no longer drowning, so the bank starts offering you tools instead of fees. An offset account maybe. A slightly better savings rate. You're still anonymous, still a number in the system, but you're a number worth keeping happy. Now, watch how simple this becomes once you understand the trick. The bank isn't being kind. It's just started to see you as a slightly safer bet. Tier 3, $250,000. This is where the conversation starts to change. You're not just a savings number anymore. You're a borrower with leverage. At this level, you can walk into a broker, mention a competing rate, and watch your own bank suddenly find room to move. Negotiating power. Real, usable negotiating power. And here's the catch nobody mentions. Most people never use it. They assume the rate they're given is the rate they're stuck with. It almost never is. 3 tiers down, 3 to go. And this is where it stops being about saving and starts being about how the bank starts working for you instead of off you. Quick pause. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. There's a lot more of this coming, and you don't want to miss where this ladder ends up. All right, Tier 4, $1 million. Something changes that most people never witness, because most people never get here. You stop dealing with tellers entirely. You get a relationship banker, a real person who calls you by name on a direct line, not a queue. Fee waivers start appearing without you asking. The monthly account fee you used to pay at Tier 1? Gone. Quietly removed, like it was never charged to anyone. Here's the thing. None of this was offered to you out of kindness. It's retention. At this level, you're profitable enough that losing you to a competitor actually costs the bank something. So they start protecting the relationship. Tier 5, $2.5 to $3 million. This is the velvet rope moment. Westpac calls it private bank. NAB calls it private wealth. The number to get in the door sits around $2.5 million for Westpac, closer to $3 million for NAB. Past this line, you're not a customer anymore. You're a client. Bespoke investment strategies, estate planning, a team, not a teller. The fees you pay are real, often between 0.5% and 1.5% of what you hold. But the math works in your favor, because past this point, franking credits, tax structuring, and access to deals the rest of us never see start adding up to far more than those fees cost.
But hold on, because this is exactly the part that trips people up. None of this happened because the bank suddenly liked you more. It happened because, somewhere around Tier 3, you stopped needing the bank as much as it needed you. Tier 6, $5 million and beyond. Here's where it gets interesting. At this level, banks like Macquarie don't wait for you to walk in. They come to you. Bespoke rates negotiated one-on-one. A single point of contact who answers your call personally. Not a call center, not a queue, an actual phone number for an actual human. Estate structures built around your family for the next generation, not just your lifetime. And the wild part? The fees, proportionally, often shrink the higher you go. The system that charged you for having too little ends up charging the wealthy less for doing more. So here's the honest catch, the part that explains all 6 tiers at once. The bank was never punishing you personally at Tier 1, and it's not rewarding you personally at Tier 6. It's risk math, dressed up as customer service. The less you need the bank, the more it competes for you. The more you need it, the less it bends. That's not a conspiracy. It's just how the system was built. But once you see it, you can use it, because every tier on this ladder has a door. Pay off debt, build an offset balance, negotiate a rate you were told was fixed. Each one moves you one tier closer, and the bank starts treating you less like a number and more like a name. Now, picture that branch again, the one from the start, the ticket, the wait, the teller who didn't look up. This time, you don't take a number. Someone's already holding the door. They say your name before you say theirs. No queue, no ticket, just your name, spoken first. Same bank, same logo. A completely different life inside it. It's not luck. It's not a special account. It's the tier you've climbed to, one decision at a time. So tell me, which tier are you on right now? And which one are you climbing toward? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if this gave you a clearer picture of how the system actually works, subscribe. Because next time, we're breaking down exactly how to climb from one tier to the next, faster than you think.